r/AskReddit. What is something worth $100 or less that everyone should own? A slow cooker. Changed my life. I'm picturing you as a sloth who is relieved not to have to deal with the frenetic pace of the microwave any longer. HOLYSHITYOUGHTME. A decent pocket knife or multi-tool. I've had the same Leatherman wave for about 15 years. I've had cheaper ones that last only few months. Definitely worth the investment for quality. 18 years here. I have a Leatherman super tool, got it when I went through second phase training in the military when I was 18. Used it a duck ton and it's still going strong. So useful. Enough bottled water to see your family through 5 days. Fire extinguisher. Candles and lighters. Your outlook on the future is very bleak. I don't get it. Why would preparedness be considered bleak? I'm about to hit 30, and when I mentioned living, well, to my friends they kept wondering if everything was alright with me. I just got married. My future looks better than ever. I just like to be prepared, okay? A pair of headphones. We don't want to hear your music or video game / app noises on the bus or in the library. /r/headphones, but yes, under $100 there are many good options. Example. Edit. Why am I being downvoted? I just want some new headphones. A cast iron skillet. They are much easier to take care of than people think. They hold heat better than pretty much all stovetop pans. And they can go straight into oven from the stove. Let's not forget that they last forever too. Bonus points if you inherit it from someone. Nothing's better than a skillet with 50+ years of seasoning. One of our dogs stole one. Nearest neighbor was a half-mile away. And they weren't missing one when we asked. Those things are ducking heavy. And our dog brought it home in her mouth from who knows how far away. Being as we live in the country, we still haven't used it. Hitachi massage wand. 0 to orgasm in 60 seconds. Mine was only $60. But goddamn if this wasn't the best thing to happen to my marriage ex-life. The orgasms I get from that thing make me almost cry, it's so amazing. A Roku. I've saved my parents almost $1,000 a year by getting them to cancel their cable subscription and replacing it with Hulu and Netflix. They tell me they don't miss cable one bit. Dude. I've tried so hard to convince my parents to do that, but my stepdad refuses to get internet. My mom uses AOL at home and has TV on her phone, but refuses to be the one to put internet in the house because then my stepdad wins somehow. The thing is, I know they both secretly want it, but neither wants to be the one to fold. Relationships are weird. You should try breaking the ice to your folks so that they both know they want it. It took a lot of convincing for my folks to get a Roku. It was after getting 2 price hikes in 6 months was when my dad said that he had enough and my folks agreed on giving the Roku a go. I got him set up with a Netflix and a Hulu for him to watch TV and movies. 3 days later, those cable boxes were returned to the cable company and he hasn't looked back since. This was almost a year ago. He couldn't believe he was paying over $100 a month to watch commercials. I did tell him about Sling and PS Vue, to which my dad said, I don't want any cable. AOL still exists? Damn. I didn't know people were still using dial-up. May sound silly, but a can opener. Not the electric kind. Or the fancy handles or side top ones. The old school can opener. It can open cans and bottles ECT. They sure come in handy at the strangest moments and in natural emergency situations like blackouts, storms, floods, ECT. I refuse to use an electric can opener because they all suck. The blade that is supposed to pierce the can dulls out ridiculously fast. Plus, I can do it myself faster than the electrical one. They're most useful for older people who are losing grip and wrist strength. Seatbelt cutter / window breaker tool. No one thinks they need one until they do. You can use the metal ends of a headrest for this as well. Edit. For everyone clearly freaking out that this is my sole option, I'm not saying you shouldn't get one of those emergency tools. It's a the more you know kind of thing. Like if you happen to be in a situation where you don't have the tool, it's helpful to have a backup. Yes, it's flawed and not easy, but it's an option. Trust me, I'm not relying on it to save my life. But when it comes to drowning in my car, I like options to save myself. You should probably check to see if your headrests are detachable and the prongs metal before deciding not to buy a window breaker. An air fryer. I don't know how it works, but I've been eating mozzarella sticks all week and I've never been happier. Dude, it's like a microwave for all the hit you can't microwave. Absolutely love ours. It's basically a small convection oven, but it's still amazing. A good forged full-tang chef's knife for Santoku. Sure, the sky is the limit on how much you can spend, but for under $100 you can get a Wustaf, Henkel, Victorinox entry-level shun that will last you a lifetime. In terms of return on investment of the value of a product, my kitchen knife, I like the 6.5 inches Shun Classic Santoku, is the one of the best purchases ever. It's paid for itself many times over. Hell, you could even have enough left over to get a cast iron skillet. And you need one of those too. Asking seriously, are there any that never need sharpening? I keep spending money on knives because they get dull, and for the life of me, I will never figure out how to true or sharpen it. Yeah, definitely. No knife is maintenance free. I actually found a guy locally that I'll take mine to once a year or so, and he gets me laser sharp for about $20. My knife is Japanese, so consumer sharpeners are not angled correctly for them. You can also use a honing steel thing that looks like an ice pick, which is not the same as sharpening, but it will keep the edge straight. To be honest, though, I'm not a very responsible knife owner and I don't take as good of care of mine as it deserves. If you live somewhere that gets cold, thermals, long johns, or at least the part for your legs, it makes a big difference. Also, for women, fleece leggings. Best purchase ever. Edit. Yes, men can wear them too. I just assumed most guys prefer long johns. And yes, women can wear long johns too. I just like to wear leggings as pants. And fleece ones are nice and comfy. Tailgating with 15 degrees wind chill, those leggings saved me. Wish I could find more of them. I bought different kinds later, not as good, but they are just some cheapy brand from a $5 store in Cleveland. A 10-hour road trip is almost worth it. A plunger for every bathroom. In the 5 years I've been on this site, every ducking, what should you have that's cheap thread? This is the one thing that's guaranteed to come up. I was on the verge of suicide until I got a slow cooker. $101 lizards. Chicks love swarms of lizards. I'm gonna buy you so many lizards. HEPA air filter. Mine was $89. Suddenly our apartment doesn't smell like cat anymore. God yes. I love my air filter. Too. It's also great for when you're dusting. Move it around the room. Dust an area, make sure it sucks up the particles. Then dust some more later. Do it 2-3 times and the amount of dust that settles in your place will drop dramatically. With that $100 everyone should have. Basic first aid kit. Basic toolkit. Hard box for personal documents, passports, insurance papers, etc. Surge protectors. Plunger. Ibuprofen/Pepto/Tums. Deodorant. Soap. Toothpaste/toothbrush. You can get 8 out of 9 of those at a dollar store and spend the other $85 on candy. Or that white cheddar popcorn stuff. I cannot enter a dollar store without buying it. Roadside insurance. No one likes paying $300 plus for a tow or changing a tire in a blizzard. If you travel at all, AAA can pay for itself in discounts at hotels and things. I tell this to everyone I meet. I have the Plus membership, and the benefits are terrific. If you have to be towed even once, it pays for the membership for the year, and then some. AAA is indispensable for someone who drives a used car. When I moved from my apartment to my new house, I needed to have my project car moved too, and it was covered totally. I scrolled down quite a ways and did not see fire extinguisher. I've had to use one before. Amazon Prime. Amazon Student Prime is free for anyone with a EDU email for 6 months. Then it's $50 a year for 4 years. Graduated 4 years ago. Still have 2 years of Student Prime left. A tool set. As a guy with more than $45,000 in tools, it blows my ducking my mind that some people don't have a screwdriver set or a socket set. The duck are you building with $45,000 worth of tools? A Death Star? I have 3 vehicles and my tools are worth twice as much as all 3 of them combined. I have about 1/2 of the tools I really need to do my job. I actually can't buy any more tools for the time being. My box is completely full. I have no more room. In 2 months I will be buying a new much bigger toolbox that costs as much as a decent used car so that I can buy many more tools to fill it up with. I'm a dealership mechanic. A wireless printer. A scarf. Pure maple syrup. Found the Canadian. Canadians hate printer cables. For anyone in business, a nice pen. You'll probably only need one in your lifetime. Not the way I lose them. You tend to be more careful when it costs you $80. OBD2 scanner. Like $15 and will tell you what the check light on your car means without wasting $50+ to see a mechanic. Works on all cars made after 1996 in the USA anyway. Some stores like AutoZone will let you borrow one. Brought to you by that worthless super. Instead of each car manufacturer having their own for like $2,000 and deprecated every year. Or whatever. You can usually go to your local auto parts store chain, like AutoZone, and have them run the ODB2 scanner and give you a report, free. A plumbus. That's 6.5 grapples. Comfortable underwear. MeUndies. 3.00 hair snare from Home Depot. If you have long hair or live with people who have long hair, beats using chemicals to get rid of clogged drains or tweezers. I have long hair and always used to call maintenance to declog my drains. Now I do it myself. I use this thing called tub shroom. Clean it out once every 2 days when the tub is dry and there is no need to deal with goopy wet hair pulled from the drain. Silicone ice cube trays. Changed my life. But why male models? Baseball bat. A shovel. An axe. A box of Twinkies. Okay, Woody Harrelson from Zombieland. Excuse me. We are here to talk about Rampart. If you're at a computer for more than 2 hours/day, invest in a mechanical keyboard. Can I ask, how is it better? Have tried a couple, but I don't seem to be able to be accustomed to it, and I kind of hate it. Daily life revolves around computer. I really can't figure it out. All people say is that they last longer, but I've never burned through a keyboard before. A library card. Costs absolutely nothing. And would make this world a much better place if more people use them. Having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card. For men. A nice looking button down dress shirt that's for going out, not going to work. I know a decent number of guys whose nicest shirt they have to wear to the bar is either a classic polo short sleeve or a long sleeve dress shirt that makes them look like they just left the office. What marks the difference between the going out shirt and not? I wear work button downs out all the time. Nothing. Man. You do you. If anyone shares your home theater system with you, a Harmony remote, screw taping over 4 remotes, and trying to explain to people what order to press buttons, you spend 10 minutes setting it up. And you're done. Get the new Hub One. And you can control it from your phone anywhere you can get online. Sonica toothbrush. Fun fact, the Sonica toothbrush is named after the words my dad never said to me. Lucky you. It was a hard childhood for me, and people still call me toothbrush cause of him. Fire extinguisher. And learn how to use it. And combine all these great ideas and find yourself spending thousands of dollars on Amazon. A set of tools. Lockpicking kits are pretty cheap. Some can fit in your wallet. And it's an invaluable skill to have. Just be sure to use your newfound powers for good and not evil. Check local laws first. Some places have laws that fine you for having lockpicks on you if you aren't a licensed locksmith. For lazy people, possession of picks can be considered evidence of criminal intent in Missouri, Virginia, Ohio, and Nevada. Picks are very restricted in Tennessee. Anywhere else, you should be fine. Renter's insurance. If you're a coffee drinker, an Aeropress, or Chemex. For that matter. For a penny, you can get the pot, a gooseneck kettle, and a box of filters easy. A bidet. You can get one that costs $40 and installs to any toilet in 15 minutes. You will cut your toilet paper consumption in half and your anus will never itch again. I hear it's even better for women. A friend once told me, if you get poop on you, would you wipe it off with paper or use water? She won the argument right there. Bidet it is. Carbon monoxide / smoke detector. Ducking, like and subscribe.